MMA in 2026 is absolutely stacked. We have double champions, legendary title defenses, shock upsets, and some of the greatest pound-for-pound talent this sport has ever seen. All active, all dangerous, all competing right now. Today, we're breaking down the top 10 MMA fighters on the planet in 2026, ranked by dominance, championship pedigree, recent performances, and overall threat level inside the cage. These aren't just rankings. These are the 10 most dangerous humans walking the earth right now. Stay until the end, because number 1 is an argument that genuinely cannot be disputed. Coming in at number 10, the bantamweight champion of the world, Petr No Mercy Yan. Yan did the unthinkable in 2026. He defeated the seemingly unbeatable Merab Dvalishvili at UFC 323 to reclaim gold at 135 pounds, becoming the UFC bantamweight champion in one of the biggest upsets of the year. This man is technically elite. His boxing, his clinch work, his timing, it's on another level from most fighters in that division. The way he broke down Dvalishvili, who had defended that belt 3 times before, was a masterclass in tactical MMA. Yes, a rematch is likely coming. Yes, Dvalishvili will probably be gunning for him. But right now, Petr Yan is champion. And at 10 on this list, he's only ranked this low because the competition above him is absolutely ridiculous. At number 9, the man who just lost the belt but remains one of the most terrifying forces in MMA, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. Before Yan stopped him at UFC 323, Merab had defended the UFC Bantamweight Championship 3 consecutive times. He was ESPN's top pick for Men's Fighter of the Year for 2025. The guy is an absolute wrestling monster, relentless, suffocating, and basically impossible to keep away. He exploded in popularity with the fans and the UFC brass alike. And here's the thing, most analysts believe he gets the belt right back in the rematch. Losing once doesn't drop you off this list. Not when you're Merab Dvalishvili. He belongs in the top 10, and frankly, the belt probably belongs back around his waist soon. Number 8. The most feared heavyweight on planet Earth, Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is a problem, a serious problem. Every major ranking outlet, ESPN, MMA Fighting, you name it, has Aspinall in the top 5 pound-for-pound conversation. He hits like a freight train, he moves like a middleweight, and he finishes fights. The UFC heavyweight division is stacked in 2026, and Aspinall sits right at the top of it. His combination of athleticism, power, and technical skill at heavyweight is genuinely historic. He may be the most well-rounded heavyweight the UFC has ever seen. If Aspinall stays healthy, he is a generational heavyweight champion. Right now, he's the most dangerous 265-pounder on the planet. Full stop. Number 7. The reigning UFC flyweight champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Don't sleep on Pantoja. Multiple major outlets have him in the top 5 pound for pound, and he's backed it up with some of the most dominant title defenses at 125 pounds we've seen in years. At flyweight, Pantoja is in a class of his own. Elite grappling, sharp boxing, and the kind of experience and ring IQ that separates champions from pretenders. His submission game is elite, and his ability to pace fights and punish opponents late is unlike anyone else in his division. A quiet warrior, a legit champion, and proof that flyweight deserves way more attention. Number 6. The greatest featherweight of all time, the man who refuses to die, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Volk got knocked out by Makhachev, then knocked out by Topuria. And you know what he did? He came back. He reclaimed the UFC featherweight championship at UFC 325 with a win over Diego Lopez, proving that his legacy is absolutely ironclad. Multiple outlets have him ranked as high as 3rd on the pound-for-pound list in 2026. He is a benchmark of excellence in this sport, the guy that everyone in featherweight has to get past to be considered the best. Resilient, legendary, featherweight royalty, Alexander Volkanovski at number 6. Number 5, the most electric fighter to watch on the planet right now, Alex Pereira. This man has become one of the biggest stars in combat sports history. His knockout power at light heavyweight is legendary. The guy has the whole crowd on their feet every single time he steps into the octagon. He's been mentioned in the same breath as John Jones in terms of light heavyweight greatness, and he himself has called out Jones for the biggest fight possible. At 38 years old, Pereira is still making noise, still defending his light heavyweight throne, still entertaining, still finishing fights. He's ranked in the top 4 on virtually every pound-for-pound list in 2026. And here's what separates Powhatan. It's not just the results, it's the style, the showmanship, the absolute menace energy every time he walks to that cage. Alex Pereira is a once-in-a-generation entertainer and elite champion. That's rare. That is rare. Number 4, the man who just turned the middleweight division upside down, Sean Strickland. Nobody saw this coming. Khamzat Chimaev had been ranked 5th pound for pound and was considered near unstoppable at middleweight. Then Strickland walked in at UFC 328 and took the belt right off him. Strickland has proven he is one of the most mentally tough and technically sharp fighters in the sport. He gets dismissed, counted out, and written off, and then he wins the damn title twice now. His boxing is underrated. His chin is granite. His will to win is unmatched. Sean Strickland at number 4 in 2026 is a statement, and the middleweight division is going to be absolutely wild with him on top. At number 3, even in defeat, Khamzat Chimaev. Yes, Chimaev lost the UFC middleweight title to Strickland at UFC 328, but you don't fall off this list for one loss when your overall body of work is this dominant. Khamzat was a terrifying champion. Before the Strickland loss, he was ranked 5th pound for pound globally. His wrestling is on a different planet. His grappling is elite. His striking has developed to the point where he's a genuine threat standing up as well. He was the most feared fighter in that division for a reason, and one loss doesn't erase that resume. He's also widely expected to get a rematch, and the scary thing about Chimaev is he learns, he adapts, he comes back meaner. Khamzat Chimaev at 3. Still a monster, still a title contender. Watch this space. At number 2, undefeated, 2-division UFC champion, the next megastar of combat sports, Ilia Topuria. This man went on an absolute run. He knocked out Alexander Volkanovski. He knocked out Max Holloway. He knocked out Charles Oliveira to become only the 10th double-division UFC champion in history. He is undefeated. He is young. He is electric. And heading into June 14th, UFC Freedom 250 at the White House, he's defending the lightweight title against Justin Gaethje in what could be the biggest fight of the year. His knockout power is absurd for his size. His technique is elite. His confidence is through the roof and backed up by results. Topuria is ranked number 1 at lightweight, number 2 at featherweight, and number 2 pound for pound globally. Why is he at number 2 and not 1? Because there is one man who has simply done more, dominated longer, and sits above everyone. And at number 1, the greatest fighter on planet Earth right now, Islam Makhachev. There is no debate. There is no argument. Islam Makhachev is the man. He is tied with Anderson Silva for the longest win streak in UFC history. 16 consecutive wins. 16! He was the UFC lightweight champion. He moved up and captured the welterweight championship as well. He dominated Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 325 to defend his welterweight title. His grappling is from another dimension. His boxing has developed into a genuinely elite tool. His ability to control where a fight goes, standing or on the ground, is unmatched by anyone currently competing. Every expert panel, every major outlet, ESPN, MMA Fighting, Yahoo Sports has Islam Makhachev at the very top of the pound-for-pound list in 2026. And it's not even close. He is the benchmark. He is the gold standard. He is what elite MMA looks like in 2026. Islam Makhachev, undisputed, #1.
So there it is, your top 10 MMA fighters of 2026. 10. Petr Yan. 9. Merab Dvalishvili. 8. Tom Aspinall. 7. Alexandre Pantoja. 6. Alexander Volkanovski. 5. Alex Pereira. 4. Sean Strickland. 3. Khamzat Chimaev. 2. Ilia Topuria. 1. Islam Makhachev. Do you agree? Who did I snub? Drop your top 10 in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss our next MMA breakdown. The sport is incredible right now, and we'll be covering every single moment of it. See you in the next one. Peace.